Good morning. It's currently 6:23 a.m. on Wednesday, May 6th, 2015. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So, I have recently gotten back into Audible a little bit, more than I had in a while. There was a while there where even though I still had my subscription, I was um, mostly just listening to other things rather than Audible audiobooks. And of course, if you're just a fan of audiobooks generally, uh, there's an awful lot of free ones to be had out there. You don't necessarily need to go with Audible just for audiobooks, but they also, if you want to listen to specific high-profile books in a well-produced audiobook format, Audible is a reasonably good way to go, except that I swear to God, feel like I have to decipher a brand new alien language every time I want to try to download one. Maybe it's just partly because I tend to go too long in between doing it, but I feel like I have to figure it out from scratch every single time. As it is right now, I'm in a position where I have used my credit to get a book from the Audible page, and I click download, and I've installed the downloader, so I click download, and it opens the download window, and nothing else happens. I suppose that Audible's deal here is, of course, just that, they don't want to make it as simple as, oh, here, it's just an MP3 link, right-click to download. Maybe that's just because, they want to try to keep it from being pirated. I mean, I guess that's the whole idea. And I don't want to blame them too much for that exactly, except I don't see why this has to be so complicated. Easy for me to say, of course. I don't have any idea what it actually takes to do what they're trying to do. But, when I buy an album on iTunes, it just works. And I think that's one of the big reasons that, I generally will use iTunes to do the things that I want to do. And why I don't use Audible very frequently. So I don't know. I'm just pissed off right now because I can't get it to work. Also, it's early in the morning. I don't want to be up yet. I want to go back to bed. So, yesterday continued some of the, the drama surrounding Joss Whedon leaving Twitter and all of the Age of Ultron stuff. It's, it's still kind of a bummer, of course, but I feel like, as the day and, the days go on, I'm a little bit better able to shift back into typical mode of operation, which is to acknowledge, yeah, wouldn't it be nice if the average Twitter or internet user was not such a jerk? But to also recognize that first of all, it's really always kind of like that. I just usually am better at not dwelling on that part of the internet. And I think that was what was a little bit surprising and shocking in this particular blow up, was that it just felt like that part of the internet, which I successfully ignore most of the time, intruded a little bit into the areas that I typically pay attention. In particular, some websites that are usually pretty good, and I don't want to even imply that they're not being good right now, are just, I mean, what it comes down to is that there's a lot of people disagreeing about how they felt about Black Widow's character in Age of Ultron, and I think that's a reasonable discussion to have. But right now, it's also super emotionally fraught. And it is a reminder that no matter how tempting it is, most of the time, don't look at the comments. I wish that were not good advice, but it is. All right, so gotta figure out this freaking Audible thing. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes. Remember that later tonight, as per usual, the Beyond the Wall crew will be recording our Beyond the Wall episode for discussing Game of Thrones Season 5, Episode 4. So if you're a fan of that show, why not watch us live for that? You can ask us questions or, just check it out as a passive but interested viewer. All right, so I will talk to you guys later. Talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes. That's what I say, right? Yeah, okay.